Oh my gosh, I could win a trip to Japan? I wonder if it's still valid. Yes! Alright, hey guys, Fiddlefair here, back for another manga haul. Now this is going to be my manga haul, obviously, for June. And first, before we get started in this video, I just want to thank you all so much for the massive response you all gave me on my last manga haul. I know it was kind of a crazy video with all the volumes I had. This week isn't going to be quite that crazy, but I've still got 40 volumes to share with you all. But I just wanted to say thanks for all the views and all the support you guys have been giving me lately. I cannot believe how quickly my channel has been growing. I just want to thank you all so much for that. But without further ado, let's get into what you're all here for, and let's take a look at the manga we got this week. Now we're going to start with our 7 Seas manga, and this here is all my new volumes I got. I have a few used volumes I got this week, but not many. But first, we're going to go ahead and start with our new section. So first, we're going to take a look at Defrag Volume 5. Now this is again a series I've been enjoying reading. This volume gets into, for those of you who watch the anime, this is the volume where it starts getting into Tama, and so I love Tama is just like the best character, and she's very well drawn in this in the manga. So I've really just enjoyed her so far. And for all you monster fans out there, in which I know you have been growing rapidly, as well as myself, we have Nurse Satomi's Monster Infirmary Volume 2. Again, I really like the lightheartedness of this series. The hijinks have been great. It's pretty much all been just kind of fun and games, and just monster girls. And not just monster girls. We also had, as you can see here, the boy with breasts. So that was an interesting part. If you guys enjoy the series like Monster Mizumi, you would love Nurse Satomi's Monster Infirmary. So that is here for those of you who would also like to get your monster kicks in. So here we have another one of my favorites, is Hagony, I Don't Have Many Friends. Just another one of those series that I can relate to well, as I'm sure probably a lot of you out there can relate to as well. Just that either having weird friends or not necessarily having or fitting in well. And I love this. This is so many parodies on these covers. As you all know, that's obviously a Toy Story kind of parody thing there. This is volume 11. This is starting to get well into the second season of the anime, so I'm excited for when I finally catch up, because I don't know if there's going to be a third season of the show or not. Probably not. Shows like that usually don't get up to season 3, but we'll see. We'll kind of see what happens, but it's pretty cool that we're starting to catch up with the anime there. So now, I'm going to try to pronounce this right for you guys, because so many of you have been like rooting me on. It's Kodansha Comics? Huh? Did I get it right? I don't know if I got it right, but it's fine. You guys know what I'm talking about. So this is our couple volumes from Kodansha. This month we have Your Lie in April, which I have not watched yet. I've only been reading it, and wow, have I been enjoying it. This is one of the ones I was looking forward to most this month. It's been so sweet and touching, and I can already tell that I might be in for a heartbreak down the road, but I'm going to stick with it. I did used to play an instrument when I was in high school, so it is kind of a nice addition. But man, Your Lie in April, that's really been great. As well as Let's Dance a Waltz. I have always had a strange affinity for wanting to learn how to dance. I don't know why, but ballroom dancing has like recently become something I thought would be cool to learn how to do. And so if you like that, this is a nice short series. It's only going to be 4 volumes, so it'll probably even be finished by the end of the year. So if you like dancing, especially ballroom type dancing, this is something you really should check out, because you'll love it. Alrighty, moving on to our Yen Press. I finally got the first volume of The Devil is a Part-Timer. So I've been like holding off on this one for a while. I really wasn't sure if I wanted it or not. It was kind of one of those ones where I was just like, It was kind of on the fence. But finally, I was at a convention earlier, actually this weekend, in fact. I just got this just yesterday. But I was at a convention, and they had this playing in the video room, and it was the dubbed version. And just something about it, it was so funny, I had to finally give it a shot. So I finally got it. I can't wait to give it a read and see what it's like. And now, I'm going to be saying this a lot because I like all the manga I get, but another one of the ones I love this month and was looking forward to a lot was Love at 14. I did a short, quick first impressions manga on this video as well, if you'd like to go check that out to see more in-depth about this series. but it's just been so sweet so far, and this one really delves into the relationship between the teachers and the students, and what happens when the main characters are finally at a conflict with each other. So that was also really interesting to see in Volume 3 from this month. So, look for Cheech, so adorable. So I don't think this is one of those volumes where I'm pretty sure I got it after May, but it's possible it was in my last video, but it's fine, we can double video, I can cheat. But Spice and Wolf, the novel, Volume 1, I got Volumes 2 and 3 last month, and I believe I didn't get this volume until the beginning of June, and so I just wanted to get that in the collection so I can start reading those first 3. I wanted to kind of get started reading these. I'd like to start reading some of the Yen Press novels because I think it's really cool how they've started to bring some of those over and stuff like that. But another thing I wanted to talk about Yen Press is something I am super excited about and hope this trend continues. So here we have Alice in Murderland, and as you might be noticing about this book already, it is in hardcover. Now Yen Press all of a sudden seems to be having a few more like hardcovers here and there as they've been going on. And actually, maybe I can get that out so you guys can see this cover a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, I love hardcover books. It's something I've always loved. And now the fact that Yen Press is like starting to do some like hardcover, I mean, I know there's like has been hardcover manga before, but they now have several series with hardcover. And this is kind of the first one I really was interested in getting. I'd like to try some of their other ones, but Alice in Murderland, there's been so many Alice in Wonderland spin-offs that this is just something that was needed. I'm like, yes, just senseless. Yeah, let's have Alice be a killer because why not? So awesome pickup. I really recommend picking that one up as well. Magi Volume 12. We're onto our Viz section of the month. So Magi Volume 12. Just some badass characters doing badass things, battles. You get it. You know what this is going. The nice shonen manga. You kind of know how it all goes, but yeah, really enjoying this series so far. Happy to pick that one up. Again, another series that's been high on my list recently that I've been pretty excited to get and pick up. Assassination Classroom Volume 4. Another anime I haven't really watched any of yet, but I've seen the here and there of it, and I've really enjoyed reading the manga so far. The parts where he just gets angry and his face turns black, you know, I live for those parts of this manga. I'm not gonna lie. And then also, Seraph of the End, Volume 5. Now, we all know that the first episode of Seraph of the End, that kind of made its rounds on the internet a few weeks ago because, oh my gosh, I already knew it was coming because I had read some of it, but some people were witnessing it for the first times, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, either go ahead and read the first few chapters of Seraph of the End, or go ahead and find that first episode because, well, or maybe don't, it's up to you. It just... viewer discretion is advised. Alright, Boon Wars Volume 6. Another one that's just been super fun to read. The art detail of this series is incredible in my opinion. That's not the only reason at all why I'm reading it, but it's another one of the reasons I'm always super excited about it because it's so clean and detailed. It almost reminds me of Bakuman, for those of you who read that. That's that kind of sharpness and skill to it. And so, if you like food, and you like almost like, well, foodgasms and, you know, fan service, food, and just like shonen type food battles, this is the series for you. Alright, moving on swiftly to the next one, we have Deadman Wonderland Volume 6. Now, I believe in another video I've already shown you Deadman Wonderland Volume 7, but I just got Volume 6 because I hadn't just picked it up yet. I'd been looking for it a little bit cheaper at a different store, and they finally got it in, so I finally picked it up when I was by. I still need to read it. I have watched the anime series, but I'm assuming we're just about close to getting beyond that, so I'm really excited to see how the story went and how it develops from here, because I thought Deadman Wonderland was pretty badass, even though it had its problems, so I'm cool to see finally, now that I'm kind of caught up past the anime. If you like the anime, please go ahead and pick up the manga, because you will be able to get to see what was beyond where the anime left off, and that is really cool. And, as you all probably just noticed while I was talking about that, we have Tokyo Ghoul Volume 1. Now, I cannot tell you, as much of you probably share this opinion, this is one of the most anticipated volumes of June, Tokyo Ghoul, so obviously we all know how massive Tokyo Ghoul has become. I have actually held off from watching Tokyo Ghoul yet. I don't know how I did it, but I did. I knew the manga was coming out, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to take the time. I've been watching so many things. I didn't really have time to watch Tokyo Ghoul subbed. Maybe when I know it's being dubbed, it's going to be released soon. Even though I don't really care dubbed or subbed either way, but sometimes dubbed is just more convenient. And so now that I know it's coming out, I might just hold off just long enough to get to that. And now that the manga's out, it'll let me hold off even a little bit longer. So anyway, guys, that was the new section of the week, of the month, whatever's going on here. So, as I'm probably going to have every month, as you guys will probably notice. Actually, I guess technically, you know what, hold on. Before I quite do that, these are actually still new. I just basically got them for used price. Still in the plastic, by the way. We have Slam Dunk, a classic series that I have not yet read or watched, or really anything like that, but I've heard so many good things about it. I recently got into sports manga when I read iShield 21, which I will be doing a video on at some point because I really need to talk about it because I love it. So I wanted to kind of try some more sports manga. As you probably saw, I had some Prince of Tennis last month as well. So I was at a convention and they were selling, these manga are new, but they were selling for $3 a piece. So I got volumes 1, 4, and then 5. Almost looks like Laker colors. Not the jerseys, but just the volume itself. 7, and 8. Now there was just like a booth there that had some of these, and they were doing like they were $3 a piece, buy 4 get the 5th free. So I was like, hey, I'll have to fill in the other volumes at some point, but big deal. And so that was cool. I'm looking forward to just kind of getting into this and seeing what it's like. I really have no idea what to expect so far. I've always thought about reading it, and I have a friend I think might want to read it too. So I bought that, and maybe we can both bounce ideas off each other. But anyway, now back to the used manga, which I will probably, like I said, have some of every month. And this month, not a ton. Mostly, like, the used manga I have is all from one series. So we'll go ahead and get right into it now. I found this series, Black Cat, and I've heard of it before. I almost got its volumes before. I remember when Borders closed, single tear running down my face as I mentioned Borders, my love. When Borders closed, I got a ton of manga because it was all like $3 a piece, and I didn't get Black Cat. I had thought about it. Black Cat's a little bit more dated now. It's not super dated. I don't really know anything about it, truthfully. I mean, I really don't know anything at all, and so I picked up the first 12 volumes. I'm assuming, I don't know if there's more or not. I mean, hell, this could have been, I don't know if this was possibly canceled at some point. I don't know if it's finished. It probably, like I said, I really didn't do my research on this one, but, you know, it was kind of one of those things. I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's a good deal. They were all about $3 a piece. And so I grabbed them basically while I had the chance. Basically, they came out in the store. They've been there for about a month, and each time I've like gone like once a week and grabbed like 3 of them. And so that really lessens the damage, you know, it doesn't make you feel so bad about picking up all these volumes. And so, you know, here we go, here's volume 6. And so I'm looking forward to reading this. I don't know when I'm going to have the chance to read this. It's one of those things where the used ones I get, sometimes I don't really get a chance to read them for quite a while after I get them. But we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm hoping to get a chance to read this fairly soon. Here's volume 7. Volume 8. Wow, this is a big volume. It's hefty. Look at that. It's a hefty volume. 8. Volume 9. I didn't take the stickers off these, did I? Nope. Volume 10. Boop. That's fine. Volume 11. And volume 12. And so those are the volumes I have so far. And I'll probably look to get more of those if there is more of them. I'm not, like I said, I could be totally just botching all that. And so those are the 12 volumes. Those I got those all used. For most, some of them were like $4, but yeah, I thought it was a pretty good pickup. And that was obviously, that's from a series from Viz. And here is a series from 7 Seas, Vampire Cheaters in Space and Time. And so I wanted to pick this up to go with the rest of the ones I got from last month. So that was another used ones I had gotten. As well, you might notice some of these from last month. Here's some more of the Fate Stay Night. I went back and picked up a few more of them. I think this is about all of them that they had. I don't know how many Tokyo Pop actually published before they went under. I'm not really sure how many of them there are. They only had up to volume, I think it was like 10 or 12. And so here's volume 9. I think they have up to like volume 11 or something there. But that was cool. It's kind of a vintage series that I thought was cool to have, even if I'll never be finished. But hey, sometimes it's just cool to have. And here's another cool pickup I got used. Death Note, the Black Edition. Now, I already have Death Note. I got it actually in the box set. It's actually right here. It's just off screen. You just can't see it. I have the box set with like the extra book and stuff. So that's really cool. But I never would have bought these new And so they're just kind of one of those things where someone brought them in used, and I thought they were cool, a cool kind of display piece, just kind of a cool part to have. And so I was like, you know what? They weren't super expensive. They were still, I want to say, how much did they cost originally? They were 15 bucks originally, and I want to say I got them for like, I don't know, they were like 8 bucks. So, I mean, pretty good. Nothing crazy. I almost didn't get them, but I did end up getting them. I got the first 3 volumes, so I thought that was pretty cool. Just a nice little pickup. And then probably for my used pickup of the month, I have Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origin. And so these are absolutely stunning releases from Vertical Comics. Or is it just Vertical or is it Vertical? I can't really remember. But they are absolutely unbelievable. The pages inside are incredible. They're like laminate, and so some color ones. So basically this is one of those things where I've been so torn on this series because it's expensive to get, and I've never read it or watched any of it really. So it's hard to get a book that costs 20 how much is it? 30 bucks. It's hard to get especially when there's like 10 of them out now. It's hard to like always drop money on that when you're not really sure if you're even going to enjoy it much. So I was hoping maybe one day I'd find a volume 1 and I could start it off, and then if I liked it I could just go start buying the rest of the volumes. So sure enough, I got lucky enough. After like a year of waiting, I finally did find a used volume, and I got it for 12 bucks. So hey, I mean, go figure, right? I mean, it's such a lucky thing to find, but I found it, and I was super happy about it. So anyway guys, let me jumble up these here and we'll finish up the video. So guys, here's my jumbled mess of manga for the month of June. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thanks again for all the support recently. You guys really have been awesome, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more like these videos, go ahead and leave a like and a comment that you'd like to see some more. I also play some visual novels here and there and do some manga reviews as well. If that is something you'd like to see as well, go ahead and subscribe so you can keep up with that kind of thing on my channel. But anyway guys, I've been Fatal Ferret, and I thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you back on the prowl next time. Bye-bye.